And some people should not think they are the ones that know how to use talk more than others. Because we saw how that happened in the last election. And we saw security officers defending them. We saw the hurts, the killings they did because they feel they have the monopoly of violence. We saw how they brought out Uru. Others are not fools. We should stop thinking people are fools in this country. What we call for is everybody go there, vote, let the result be counted, and it should be. The fact that people think they will come, they will snatch ballot box and be good, that is wrong. It doesn't make it right. Nobody has the monopoly of violence.
Now let's turn our attention to Peter Obi, ADC chieftain and former presidential candidate, who was the topic of conversation after a video of him issuing a stern warning to anyone who intends to rig the upcoming elections. In the viral video, he accuses the federal government of sabotaging his efforts to clinch a presidential ticket and assured that those who fail to count votes will be counted.
See the democracy. We will do that democracy. If they like let them do election inside their house without transmission, we will transmit it to them. Tell them that the citizens of here. If anything goes wrong with this, I won't say you die. But if anything goes wrong, something will go wrong. What will go wrong, I don't know. But this result that I see, it must go like this division. Don't forget, nobody has challenged this rascality more than me. Let's come to them. In that polling booth, in 2027, if they don't count it, we count the person.
If they don't count it, we count the person. The statement left many people confused and somewhat divided about the interpretation of his words, with some feeling that Peter Obi was possibly calling for violent interventions. However, this morning he clarified his position via his X account, and he wrote, I'll summarize. He says, our votes must count, and like in the past, in 2027, our votes must count, and all those who are there not to count the votes will be counted. Now he's finished the statement saying, counted among those destroying Nigeria. I encourage everyone to remain at the polling units after voting, to count and witness the counting and transmission of results. Those who refuse to allow the votes count will be made to count the full weight of the law against rigging. So he said, to reiterate, if you do not count our votes, we will count you among those who destroy our democracy. And the statement goes on, but I think it was a very important clarification because social media went quite wild with some people saying, counted as what exactly? But he has clarified his statement. So
the question we should ask, should we have people rig elections in the first place? Why are we deceiving ourselves? So what we should tell people is that they should never rig, and some people should not think they are the ones that know how to use talk more than others, because we saw how that happened in the last election, and we saw security officers defending them. We saw the hurts, the killings they did because they feel they have the monopoly of violence. We saw how they brought out Uru. Others are not fools. We should stop thinking people are fools in this country. What we call for is everybody go there, vote, let the result be counted, and it should be. The fact that people think they will come, they will snatch ballot box and be good, that is wrong. It doesn't make it right. Nobody has the monopoly of violence. It should be the state, and that's why the state should caution those people. But we don't want a repeat of what happened in the last election. That police will be there, will be looking like Lukuluku Bantashi. And you will see people, they will snatch ballot box, they will go away, they will say they can't do anything. Police officers will be telling you that there are many, I can't go after many of them, there's only me, one that is here. It must not happen. Simple.